All right, so full transparency, I didn't accidentally open the box. I thought this was a Temu order. That is my very first Temu order is supposed to come today, and this box came, and I just assumed it was Temu, and it wasn't. And so it is Skyrise. Um, so I knew it was Skyrise when I initially opened the back of the box, but I'm very excited. I was doing yard work, and I said I can't do the unboxing until I'm done. But if you're not familiar or haven't heard of this game, it is by Roxley Games, which they are responsible for games like Radlands. They are also Dice Throne is a big one for them as well, and so production for their games are usually high quality, extremely high quality production for games. So with this, we have the wooden token bit. So I know I have, it probably has, and this is the, just so you know, this is the collector's edition. I don't know if it actually says it on here. Perhaps. Yes, premium collector's edition. So I will have the wash on the minis. I have these wooden tokens as well. And I believe this is the first player token. I could be wrong. We have this fancy metal key here. I've been very excited about this, just because the minis are, from what I've seen in the campaign, it was absolutely gorgeous looking. I'm excited to see them with the wash in person. We got our little coin here. And it's a relatively simple game. We got our wooden tokens there. Nice, good quality pieces. Then we have our other little wooden, these are going to be like your bidding, or I think these are little tokens that are going to be on the board. I'm not 100% sure. I'm sure there's a number. I haven't looked into exactly what the components are yet, but that's a little taste about what we're going to see inside the box. So I'm extremely excited about this. So here we have, I'll zoom in here too so you can see it. We have the board. So there is a cardboard board, but then there's also, as you can see, these 3D printed islands or platforms that we're going to have in here as well. So let's pop this open and see what we got. So here we have the rulebook, which let's go ahead and open this up real quick. There's the, there we go. There we are. So we have the rulebook here, designed by Adam Weiss, Gavin Brown, and Sebastian Paukin, something like that. So we're going to have the islands with the central island, the game board. Player boards should be dual layered or triple layered, I think. Dual or triple, I can't remember. We already saw the large and small key to the city. Those were the metal ones that came with the Kickstarter edition. Commission discs and wild discs for these here. We will not have the wooden buildings. We will have the actual plastic miniatures. And then you have the different cards in the drawstring bag. 2 to 4 players, 30 to 75 minutes. Nice little game setup here. You'll have different islands. Depending on the number of players, you'll have a certain number of islands. And it'll walk you through the game. There's 2 eras. It is a bidding game. You're going to use your buildings to bid, and there's going to be certain ways that it works. You'll have the gameplay, the eras. Here are the different characters you can play as, I'm guessing, and general FAQ stuff on the back. So that's the rule book. Let's pop open the board here. So here is the board that will hold your central islands. You'll have your, believe there's 4 rounds, or I could be wrong. I might be just saying things just to say things. So I like the art on here, actually. I know it's not like the most, I mean, I know it's a blank board, but I do like the blimps and everything. You're looking from that sky down view because it is a sky city here. All right. Then we have our dual layered player boards here. Yep. So they are double sided. I thought so. So it's triple layered, I believe. Then you'll have your different characters and little information about them. So you'll have that. I think each one has a male and a female side for each one. So we got those. And then, ooh, we got Charles Clowder and Fritz Lang. There's the cardboard tokens. I won't be needing those. Some more cardboard tokens that I won't be needing since I have the wooden ones. Antonio and Mario. Okay. And you'll be collecting those discs that are going to be out on the board, and you'll be placing those on your player board. All right. And then they sit in, it's kind of, you might not be able to tell, but it's actually like indented to where it will actually sit. So we're going to take this off here, and all these numbers you see are the actual buildings. So we'll get to those in a second. Before we do that, I want to take a look at these islands, and I love that it shows you the storage order for the islands. That's great, just because that's just, I think you should always have that on how you should store your games, especially if you have these kind of unique components. So these are going to pop together on the board. They have that really nice, they have a wash on them, which is really cool. I don't know if you could see them, but it's got like a wash on them on the sides and everything, and they fit together really nicely. If I can figure out how to put it together, I'll show you what it looks like. Yeah, really cool. I like the steampunk gears, floating city kind of thing. This is really going to make the game pop on the table. So it's going to be really cool. We got these. Yeah, nice. Awesome. Over here we have our central board. So this will be in the center of all 4 islands, and we'll connect to them. Really nice there. Here, we're going to have our cards, some tokens. These are going to be your, I believe these are your point trackers. Let me see if I can get them out for you so you can see them. They're all different blimps. They're all unique for each player. I believe this was a Kickstarter exclusive as well with these. My fingers are a little difficult to get out, but let's see here. Oops. There we go. So we have our red player blimp here. We have our green player blimp. Really cool there. Blue player blimp. There we go. And the yellow player blimp there. All right. We have I believe these are just the wooden ones that would typically come with the game. Here we have the bag where you will, I believe this is where you keep all your tokens and everything. Embroidered bag there. This is a small bag, so people with big hands might have some difficulty, just FYI. But I'm not going to complain. We have these buildings. I have to remember what the W's are. But and what's cool is each player color has their own unique building sculpts. So yellow is going to be different from blue, blue from red, and that's in every single size. So they have different sculpts for each size because the higher the number, the taller the building, that kind of thing. But yeah, so these are all I don't know what W's are, so I'll have to check the rule book about that. But I just love the way the wash looks on them. It really makes the details pop. Look at that. That's just cool. Wow. That's awesome. Sweet. And then you have the buildings. So we're going to start with the green. So you have their smaller buildings here. So you're going to have the lower numbers. I won't show every single little one just because they're all the same. So it doesn't make sense to do that. Then we'll go to the medium size ones here. So you have this like cool tower looking shape. You have these square looking ones here. Okay. I believe this one probably got moved. Are these all, they're all different? Maybe they're all unique. Wow, that's just, these are all these small ones. They're all unique buildings. Yeah, that's pretty sweet. They're all different, all unique in their own way. So why not just look at all of them? Look at that. That's a lot of work. I mean, it's a lot to just come up with different sculpts for the different sizes of buildings, but then you come up with every building is unique in the way that they look. And the way you'll bid with them like face down, upside down like this, and whoever bids the highest will win. You'll flip it up and you'll be able to claim. And it's an area control game with bidding. So that's how the grand scheme of it, of how it's all going to work. Okay, so we have our green buildings. We'll jump over here to red. So we have these red buildings. Super cool. That's the top, so that's the way it looks from the front. Okay. I feel like these have more of an industrial look, like almost like their own little theme behind each potential builder or civilization, if you want to call it that. I think that's cool. Yeah, look at that. That just looks, they just look so good. I'm very impressed. Well, I had high expectations just because I know Roxley Games is known for their production, and I don't know if you can really get a better production on miniatures. Not to mention you have the 3D board, so that's really cool. We have those. Jump over here to yellow. All right, so let's see. We got this one here. This one here. Awesome look. Awesome look. This has like a, these have like a cathedral. I know the yellow one, it looks like a giant church, but all these give you like that cathedral-like feel. Let's see these. These ones not so much, which is fine. It was just observation. But I love that they're all different. They all have such great detail. Oh, that one says Roxley on it. That's cool. I don't know if any of the other ones did, but that's awesome. And then let's get to the tall ones that we got here. It's cool. Okay, neat. Awesome. And then last but not least, we'll have the blue ones. And what I'll do is I'll show you, I'll put the board together and everything and show you what it all looks like put together. So those were the tall ones. I'm going backwards for these. You have the tall ones. And you have the medium ones here. Give you almost like a, I don't know, kind of like a, especially like this one gives you like an alien-like feel. And then we have the small ones and a couple more medium-sized ones here. There you go. A couple more here. Small ones. Really cool. And the last two, hopefully I'm not going too fast, but I'm trying not to make the video super long. All right. Make sure there's nothing under here. Sometimes I miss things that are under there. So, All right, I'm going to go ahead and I will rebox it. I'm going to show you real quick what the actual board will look like, just so you have an idea of the unboxing, and I'll show you how it all goes back in the box, and we'll wrap it up. So give me 1 second. All right, well, I didn't have my mic on when I showed you the board, but hopefully that gives you an idea of how that 3D board looks instead of a top-down view. I hope that gives you a little bit of an idea, just the table presence that the game has. But let me show you how it all goes back in the box. And I will say, I love when games do this, so I love that Roxley Games does it, but it has a whole legend diagram right here to tell you where every single piece goes. So you don't even necessarily need to watch the video if you have the game, but you're gonna have your board, your player boards. As you can see when I was doing the unboxing, all of these have a number on them to show them. So you just line up the angled side and goes 1, 2, 3, 4, just like that. So all of your buildings go over here. You have your central building here in the top right. Underneath, you're going to have your scoring discs, your little blimps, your different areas for cards, which they have plenty of space if you want to sleeve cards. You have your tokens there. Over here, you have your bag that keeps your tokens for the board, as well as your wonders that you're going to have. And under the cards, you're going to have your little and small and large keys. And that is pretty much it. That's all there is to it, really. And then they all just fit right back in there really nicely, really easy. And once you get it all in, I think I got that one. There we go. Pop it back on. Everything sits in here really nicely too. I did like a little shake test kind of thing, and the buildings don't pop out or anything like that. The cards don't go sliding everywhere, but it all goes right back in, nice and easy. And that's going to do it for this unboxing of Skyrise, the Premium Collector's Edition. Looking to get this one to the table probably today. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys on the next one.